Do you know when something is almost too perfect and too beautiful to destroy? Hey everybody, it's Bunny, and today we are going to be taking a look at the brand new Too Faced Kandee Johnson collab. I don't know why I keep wielding this thing around like an axe. It's a lollipop full of beautiful, beautiful makeup. This, in fact, was the last package that I got before Hurricane Harvey rolled through. And you guys, we are still really not getting regular mail around here. It's like almost nothing is coming in or going out. Not like that is distinguishably important right now, but I do miss the mail. This is some ruffly paper. Ooh, I kind of want to make a hat out of this. Beautiful. Anyway, I wanted to make this kind of like a two-party kind of video because I did want to show you guys what it looked like in here before I dismantled it. You guys know I love Kandee. She is a dear friend to my heart. I probably have not seen her live and in person for 2 years. It's depressing. That's what happens when all your friends live on the other side of the country. Much like my latest first impression videos, I'm about to take all of this stuff over there, put it all on my face, and then I'll have like a really nice in-depth review for you guys. I will report back to you guys with a look on my face that doesn't look like this. 8 hours and 1 plate of spaghetti later, my makeup is on and I'm ready to complete this video. You think I'm joking about the matter of time? I wish I was. But I put the lollipop back together. I used pretty much every single product on my face to do this look today. Not to pat myself on the back, but I'm impressed. Overall, I just want to say a huge congrats to Kandee. I cannot think of a nicer, sweeter person that this collab could have happened for, and I cannot wait until I can go to Ulta to go see it in the store. She is such a sweet, kind, I mean, one of the most genuine people that I have ever met in my life. You always hope that when you watch people in their videos that they're the same in real life as they are in their videos, and I can 100% vouch. Like, she is just so sweet, encouraging, thoughtful. I could go on forever. Let's look at her makeup. This palette is so cute. Obviously perfectly for her name, for her life. It is like a Kandee themed collection. This is the palette and you get a lot of shades in here. 15. So you get matte, satin, and shimmer shades. It is supposed to be, I think, like a box of chocolates. What an adorable concept. I'm not sure if you guys can tell, but the lid, I almost said the hood, but the lid of this palette is slightly convex, which is so interesting. It is a nice metal tin, feels nice and sturdy and solid. Some metal tins, you know, they got that rattling sound going on. No rattling in here, it's a good thing. Even on the back, why I said it makes me think of a box of chocolates besides the illustrations and everything is the back where they tell you the shadow names. They actually made them look like different pieces of chocolate. On the top, I'm trying to save this because it is just a sticker. At first I thought it was on the tin, but there is a little decal of Kandee, and I'm trying to think of what Kandee companies have stuff like that. And then there was a seal, which I had to break, which has the year on it. There is no mirror in here. I was trying to open it up. In my opinion, that's okay because the palette is pretty large, and normally I like to use smaller handheld mirrors when I do my makeup, so I don't know. No mirror was not a big deal to me. Then when you open it up, you get this nice little vellum paper. It's actually like sturdy paper. Look at me talking about the paper. But you guys know I'm always like, ooh, what is the packaging gonna be like? I am a sucker for packaging. Packaging is so important to me. Packaging literally makes or breaks whether I buy a product. Not to say that I won't buy a product that isn't like ooh la la with the packaging, but it's just kind of like if I'm teetering on the edge, it's always the packaging that sells me. This is what the palette looks like inside. Personally, I can see myself getting hecka use out of this palette because it is shades like I love. We have a lot of neutrals in here. You guys know over the past like year and a half, I've gotten really into mattes. There are many matte shades in here. I really love how she set it up to kind of be these quads so that it was really easy to create a look. It's kind of like she laid the looks out for you guys. There is this cute little book that the palette comes with that is beauty recipes, and I'm pretty sure she goes in quad by quad. Those shades on the end are mostly what I worked in today. I kind of had this running gag with myself that's probably not that funny, but I feel like I can take any palette in the world, and I'm always gonna do like the darkest, smokiest, baby goth grunge look that I can pull off. I always end up doing my makeup kind of dark and dramatic. I don't know why, but I really think that there is a look for everybody in here. And the palette does have a bit of a candy scent to it. It's not an extremely strong smell. So if you're somebody who don't really love like highly scented palettes, you are gonna appreciate this one. All right, let's go through shade by shade because we got a snot of them. The first one is Sparkling Cider. This is a light shimmer in my mind, a sandy champagne-y kind of color. Next up is Pastry. I used that a ton today in my crease area. It was like a transitionary shade. It's sort of like a pale cinnamon shade. Can we kind of say things like that? Up next is a very unique color in my mind. It's called Butterscotched, and it's kind of like a light orange, somewhere in between a dark peach, a light orange. It's a very unique shade. Up next is Sweet Toffee, and that is like a bright coppery metallic shade. And then the all over base shade for that first quad is called Banana Cream Pie. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, all three of these, okay, these two shades at the bottom, which are called Banana Cream Pie and then Ice Cream, we'll get into that one in a minute. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see the swatches personally on me. They are extremely close to my skin tone, but I mean, that's the point of a base shade, right? It just kind of like lays a little bit of product on there, gives you a great canvas to get to working with. Moving into the second quad. The very first one is Sugared Strawberry, and this shade is like muted bright pink frost. It's gorgeous. It's extremely shimmery. Up next is a perfect base shade for me. That is what I used all over. This is kind of like my base shade. It's called Cream Puff, and it's just a very natural sort of brown taupey kind of shade. Up next is Frosted Pink, which is a lot like Sugared Strawberry, except for where Sugared Strawberry is more of like a bright kind of pink, Frosted Pink is like a super shimmery baby pink. Up next is another shade I know that I'm gonna love in this palette. Unfortunately, didn't get to use it in the look I created today, but it is called Hot Chocolate. I think of Tom Hanks, you know, that Christmas movie. That movie makes me cringe though. It always makes me cry, but he's on a train, he's animated, and he's like, hot chocolate. Do you know what I'm talking about? Lastly, for this little grouping, we do have Ice Cream, which is a extremely pale base shade. Now we're moving on to the dark quad. Up first is Sugar Plum, and I have that pretty much all over my lid. How would we even describe this color? I don't know. You can see for yourself. It's almost got like a little bit of a rose gold tinge to it, but like a little bit more mauve-y than that. Up next is one of my other favorite colors from the palette, which is called Raspberry Cocoa. I did this all in my crease on my lower lash line today. It is just like a combination of the two words. It is like kind of a cocoa brown shade, but you do have a little bit of a raspberry tint to it, so you do get some of that kind of berryness. Next we have Taupe Berry, which is just like a nice smoky taupe color. It's like a deeper colored taupe than what I normally think of taupe. It's like a kind of more browny taupe. Do you know what I mean? And the last shade like this is called Licorice Rope. I loved smoking out my eyes with this today. It is a nice charcoal black color. And this last large block shade at the bottom is a perfect shimmer base. This one is absolutely gorgeous. It is my favorite of the three base shades. It's a perfect shimmery base. What else needs to be said? Up next, let's talk about the Banana Pudding Brightening Face Powder. This one has an awesome smell to it. It is supposed to smell like bananas. It does smell like bananas. It's not like I smell bananas now that I've applied this to my face. Do you know what I mean? I have this on under my eyes today where I would want a little bit of extra brightening. When you first kind of put it on, or if you literally like swatch it, you can see a sort of yellow tint to it, but once you've really applied it with a brush and blended it out, it really just gets the job done. In the best way possible, once you've applied this product, you can't tell that you've put it on, if that makes any sense. It's like, it just makes your skin look brighter, but it's not like, oh, I can see that I've put like yellow powder on the undersection of my eye. Definitely one of my favorite products out of this collection is the Kandee liner in the shade Black Licorice. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see, but I have it on today, as well as these insane fake eyelashes. I was like, oh, a black eyeliner. Cool, everyone needs a black liquid eyeliner. Little did I know that the applicator on this is amazing, life-changing. Over the years, I've kind of transitioned through the different types of eyeliners that I wear. I started out with just a pencil, and then I did move to a liquid, which was like a brush on, and then I transitioned and discovered gel and applying it with a brush, and I really got into that, and I feel like I kind of got a little bit clumsier with liquid eyeliner, but you guys, this brush, can you even see it? It is absolutely amazing. So it's a little bit flat, and it might even be a silicone tip. I kind of don't want to rub this on my hand because then I feel like I'll never use it again. I really cannot tell if the tip is felt tip or if it is silicone. Either way, this product is absolutely amazing for getting a very crisp, fine line. And when I do like a liquid eyeliner, that is the look that I am looking for. I want to be able to tuck it in very close to the lash line and just do like a very nice defined line. And sometimes with liquids you can kind of get all over the place with that, but this applicator just makes it super, super easy. Up next is another total standout product from this collection to me, which is the Kandee Glow Luminizer. So it is a luminizing stick. This is incredibly intense. I feel like when you put this on, it's like you have to kind of blend it out, because when you first put it on, it's like a freaking strobe. Like wherever you put this, it's there and it's intense. And I blended it out a little bit today with a highlighting brush and also my beauty blender. It's very easy to work with. You guys can see I just literally blended it out by just rubbing it with my finger. So a million different ways that you can blend it out and really get that perfect look. You can definitely layer if you want a more intense highlight. This is probably the most scented product. It does kind of have a very sugary cotton candy smell. I really like it, but if you're kind of more sensitive to fragrance, you might want to go into Ulta and give this a whiff. I mean, definitely like even this far away from my face, I can still smell it. Last things to look at in this collection, I can't believe we're over it already, are the 4 lippies, and I am all about all 4 of them. I'm actually wearing a combination of 2 of them today. What is going on with my lighting? So the 2 that I have on today are these 2. My all over shade is Freshly Baked. I can definitely see this one becoming a staple. It is like a nice muted rose, dusty rose kind of color. I can't even tell you guys over all the years I've been on YouTube how many times I've said the phrase dusty rose. The other one that I'm wearing today is called Melted Ice Cream, and I'm using that as a kind of lip highlighter, and I learned that technique from Kandee to make your lips look fuller. You can use like a darker shade and then also apply like a little bit of a lighter shade. She's got a whole tutorial on it. Watch it. It's great. You'll learn a lot of stuff. Up next, I can totally see myself getting obsessed with this shade. It is called Tropical Punch, and it is like a super bright neon, in your face, really bright fuchsia shade. And then the last lippy is called Sweet and Sour, and once again, it is much more on the neon side. So we kind of have 2 natural shades in my opinion, and then 2 shades that pop a lot. These also have a candy scent to them, and I am so happy about that because honestly, I have always loved the Too Faced Melted matte products, but they have never been scented until now. That is it for this collection. That is my 2 cents. There's not really a product in this collection that I don't like. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today and for watching. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know. Did you pick up anything from this collection? I think it went out on Thursday or Friday online. I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts and opinions down below, like always. Also, if you want, you can like me on Facebook, facebook.com/graveyardgirl, or you can follow me on Twitter, Tumblr, or Instagram at graveyardgirl, same way it's spelled here. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on post notifications so that you can come hang out with me on the community tab. You guys know that I have been absolutely loving that feature for the past month and a half that we've had it. So if you want to stay up to date with everything that I post and take polls about new videos that we do on this channel, stuff like that, make sure you subscribe and turn on those post notifications so that you get notified every time that I post on that community tab. I love you guys so much, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye!
You're just wiping your face in my spot. Oh my god, and then look at what I just did. I just went like that. I just Nosferatu. Wait, can that be the new dab? Look, this is so much cooler. Wait, is this some kind of...
yeah, does this mean something?
Does this mean something? I look like I've been just weeping. Wait, I kind of want to do that. It's gonna look cool. No one else swatches like this. This is unique. People have to come only to this channel. You can only see this on this channel.
This content is only provided by Bunny. Okay? You saw it here first. This is Tropical Punch.
Wait, no, you said not
Sweet and sour, dang it! Sweet and sour, sweet and sour.
Wouldn't it be fun and ironic though if somebody came out with 4 different colors and named it all the same thing?